Hello, gardening friends. Today we're going to take a look at our starts, lettuce and greens. We're growing them in containers here in our west garden. Let's go over there and take a look at it. As you can see in the back corner there, the largest lettuce, that's an Arctic King. Frost hardy, it's winter hardy. That's a very good lettuce to grow. If you're in zone 7 or 8, it can survive the winters. That was actually planted back in the late fall. In addition to that, in there is a little Swiss chard and two more starts, as you can see in the front there. We could eat on the one in the back right now. We might do that this evening, I don't know. And then next up, this is Landis and Yeticule, which is also winter hardy in this area. Nice mix. It kind of grows like a romaine. We'll do some thinning, but we'll use some of that as microgreens. And then a little bag down here, that's giant red mustard. That's a Japanese giant red mustard. And that's to be transplanted. That's just a start bag. That's a 2-gallon bag that we started that seed in. And then the other half, 2 more start bags. That's bok choy, and that's to be transplanted. We just haven't decided where to put that stuff yet. But the 3 2-gallon bags won't be here in about 4 weeks or so. And then in the back of the second half, we have some butter crunch. Now that I didn't start from seed. I bought that from a garden center. There's some carrot in there starting and a few radish. I will say, we have radish and carrot all over the place, but you can grow it in containers as well. Just add it in with your lettuce and whatnot. And then here, you can see how the seed kind of moved around. It was just scattershot, but lots of Merlot and a few romaine lettuce in this one. And that will be thinned somewhat so we can get some healthy or larger Merlot and some larger romaine. But for the most part, the thick stuff, we'll just use that as microgreens to accent salad. The base of which will be these winter lettuces that we're growing. And then on the end, there's another butter crunch in a 2-gallon bag. That'll probably stay in that 2-gallon bag. We have 8 butter crunch heads running all over the place. 3 are over here. And then we have some cauliflower, broccoli, and an OS cabbage. That thing gets huge. I don't know what I was thinking that day, but maybe I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Accidental experiment, I guess. And anyway, we can use some of these greens in soups, maybe as wraps if they get big enough, particularly the cabbage. But a lot of the green leaves will be used for our chickens. And this is only 3 of 12. We have a dozen brassies rolling, like 3 cauliflower, 3 broccoli, 6 cabbage, but 3 of them up here. These are 10-gallon barrels, by the way, if anybody's interested. They're resin, food grade. They mimic a whiskey barrel, but they're not really whiskey barrels. And one last thing, you can see these water jugs here, bottles. This one's in a stake, and in the middle of this cage, it's called an Oya, and that's really, this cuts down on time, particularly for containers, having to mess around. Plus, it keeps the water off your leaves. If you live in a humid area, sorry about that, can't control trucks on the street. Both of these save you a lot of time, and it helps you to keep the water off the leaves, just keeps it under there, keeps the soil nice and moist constantly, which most plants like, just a balance in the H2O in the soil. And there's a video on that if you want to check that out. Well, thanks for tuning in. If you like that, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing, and we'll leave you some fun stuff to watch here if you're just scrolling the YouTube. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you on the next one.